We are not doing this like they do at a Gold's Gym, which is gonna be mindlessly moving the weight. I've had alcohol problems, I've had addiction problems. I'm somebody who has to have kind of a box of protection around because it's my routine that keeps me safe. My structure prevents collapse.
Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she's saying, say it loud, yeah.
Strategy. This is what separates our program from a lot of things out there, is every single thing we do has a purpose and has a reason. We just did overhead triceps, so we pre-lengthened your tricep to change how the tricep contracts. Now we're going back to the cable machine, the same thing we did in weeks 1 and 2. And the reason is this is a great staple exercise, number 1. Number 2 is today's purpose of this is that we are going to work your tricep from a neutral shoulder. And what that means is that we just did barbell skull crushers where we worked you overhead this way. We lengthened the tricep. Now we're neutral here at the shoulder. So we're maintaining neutral, and since your tricep crosses 2 joints, this neutral shoulder position changes some of the stimulus, and that's the main goal today. If you don't have access to some of these pieces of equipment, don't get lost in the weeds. Just perform the volume, because these extra additions are kind of the cherry on the top. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean you can't literally do 12 sets of cable extensions or barbell skull crushers and still get good results. The keys are time under tension, your effort, your execution, and going near failure, no matter what we choose. Let's go set number 1. We have done this, so we should know the form by now. I'll walk you through it again as we do it. Timer is started. What weight are you gonna choose? Well, don't ask me that question. I want you to choose a weight that's gonna challenge you throughout the entire set, maintaining good execution. You're gonna tighten your tricep before you move. You're gonna make your tricep move your hands toward your hip, staying completely stationary all the way back up. We are not doing this like they do at a Gold's Gym, which is gonna be mindlessly moving the weight. We are going to activate your triceps every inch to get that max stimulation throughout the entire set. Now when I get to right here, this is my decision point. I can either fight the load all the way up or disengage my tricep and let the weight pull me up. All the benefit comes from when you're right here and you make your tricep engage the whole way back up to that starting position. One more. Keeping that chest up, max tension. Rest. What are some of the some of the non-muscle related conversations that are important to have? Well, one has to do with getting these workouts in. This is a 5-day-a-week program. This is intensive. And there's going to be days where you don't feel like lifting. What's the key? I don't care what week you're in. Let's say you're in week 3, week 4. Let's say I've got 15 sets planned. If it's one of those days where you're struggling to even get out of bed or get to the gym, which we all have, just go and say, I'm gonna do 5 sets and see what happens. What may happen is you get there and you start feeling better and you do more. But if it doesn't happen, do 5 sets. Do what you can to maintain consistency in some form throughout this entire 12 weeks. You're probably gonna have a few misses. Don't let the misses set you back mentally to where it causes more of a fall. And move on the next day, move past it. So if you miss today's workout or last workout, don't think about it the next workout. Move on, move past. Here we go, round 2. Squeeze here at the top. Fight all the way back down. Max tension. I'm not moving slow because I'm trying to move slow. I'm moving slow because I'm maximally generating tension out of my triceps. This is advanced. 14 seconds. God, it feels like an eternity, and I've only done like 3 reps. Rest, it's time. Set 2. 2 more to go. I woke up, I have been very intentional about taking care of myself. Shooting these workouts, working out, training people all day, I have to be more intentional about my routine than I've ever been. If you know me from the past, I've had problems with this. I've had alcohol problems. I've had addiction problems. I'm somebody who has to have kind of a box of protection around because it's my routine that keeps me safe. That's what I have found, is that my structure prevents collapse. So for me, I wake up in the morning, around 3, I do my cardio, and that's my time to meditate and to think about, okay, what am I gonna do today and how am I gonna make the most of my day? This morning, I woke up at 3:20, so I woke up a little bit late, and I did not wanna go. I did not wanna go work out. I thought about, for about 5 minutes, I laid in bed and I thought, do you have to go today? But I knew you just gotta get up and you gotta take a shower and you stay in your routine. And my point is that I have days where I'm not feeling it. I have days that are harder than others, but it's the consistency that keeps my protection against myself for me. And I have experience in a lot of these things that hopefully helps me provide insight for other people to help them create some sort of a routine. Here we go, round number 3. Elbows are gonna be completely stationary, tightening before I move. I'm not talking because I'm freaking engaged. 15 seconds, I gotta drop. I'm not dropping to make it lighter. I'm dropping to make it suck more. Now, that's time. Let's walk through a quick 10 rep set, how this is gonna be done at Gold's Gym. What are you gonna see at Gold's? I'm picking on Gold's today. I haven't picked on Gold's very much, and there's a lot of crazy shit going on at Gold's. So if I start my timer and I time this set, how long will it take me to get 10 reps the way this is done at most traditional gyms? Let's see, what time under tension will I have? I'm gonna start my timer. Timer is started. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty good position. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 reps, 14 seconds. I'm done. Why am I done? Because I did freaking 10, and 10 is all that matters, because that is the magic number for muscle growth. And we know that's not true. Number 1, my time under tension was not adequate to stimulate the things that I need to stimulate to maximize muscle growth. Number 2 is that my form was very decent, but not great. Actually, it's probably better than what you're gonna see most of the time, but elbows were still kind of moving, and you can't move. Here's the problem with rep tempos. This is the problem with studies. you can't move that quick and activate the things to create the most motor recruitment you need to recruit, because it's not possible. It takes so much focus to engage those things neurologically. So think about it like this. You're pulling your car out of your garage, okay? You got multiple approaches to this. You can just effing hit the gas and just freaking go out the garage, or you can mindfully pull out, make sure you don't hit anything, and get out of there safely to actually ensure you get out and you're doing everything necessary that you don't do something else. You've got to be pretty methodical about how you get out. It's the same thing when you're starting a rep. If I start a rep haphazardly and I just kind of start like this jump start you see most people do, there's no way any thought could have taken place to even engage your tricep, because you just went too damn fast. Like there was no connection made. It takes tension generation at the very beginning to find that and to ensure you're maximally involving your triceps. I did 9 months of manual muscle testing education in Denver just on how to contract muscles. And that's what makes me good at this technique, is that I have a lot of school in manual muscle testing. And it's not that simple. Let's go round 3. Here we go. Time is freaking started. Let's kill it. Neutral elbow. No thought. There's no way I can think doing this. Now, if I start here and I want to generate tension on my triceps, I've got to put a lot of thought into where my elbow is. Are my triceps engaged? Is my chest up? Is my elbow moving? Am I keeping tension? It is insane, the freaking difference here. 5 seconds. Rest. Holy Moses. One more. Last set. Maximal recovery, maximal work. How's your nutrition? Are you doing everything you can on your own to maximize your results? This is not a nutrition course, but I highly recommend that you're getting adequate amounts of protein in. A great way to kind of gauge that is a gram of protein per pound of body weight. I'd say is modest, all the way up to 2 grams. Make sure you're balancing that with vegetables and low sugar, whether it's just a piece of fruit or so, but try to get your primary carbs from vegetables. I'm a high promoter of that. And balancing that with healthy fats. You know, what's interesting is, I'll say this before I start the set, because this is kind of important. Like with exercise, the hardest thing for most people is to do non-extremes. So you got CrossFit and you have all these things, and most people bias towards extremes because it's hard to find the balance. And that's one of the things that makes people struggle with this approach, is because it's really not an extreme. It requires a lot of engagement and knowledge to know what to do to do the things to maximize muscle growth. But nutrition is the same way. People bias towards extremes. It's vegan or it's all protein. The balance is so hard for people. But in my experience, when it comes to nutrition, the answer is in the middle. it's getting max protein and getting all the carbohydrates and the things together. It's the blend. It's the same thing we're doing with exercise. It's the blend of the components. It's not one or the other. Here we go. We're gonna go final set. Last one. Position. Tighten before you move. Controlling every freaking inch. Are you moving the weight mindlessly like this? Or are you making your movers, which are your triceps, move the weight? There's a big difference. This is me maximally engaging my muscles and making my muscles utilize every inch of every contraction. And when you do this, rep after rep, set after set, workout after workout, week after week, month after month, and year after year, all these things get accumulative and create exponential changes in muscle growth. One more rep. This is what I call not near failure, but that's what I call failure. Step 4, we have one more exercise. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this beneficial. If you did, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. This will help me and ensure that my content reaches more people on YouTube. If you want to join the MGB officially, you can scroll down in the description and there are 2 links. One is to the Apple App Store and the other is to the Google Play Store. And you can join my app for free and view some free content. And I also have some really in-depth programs. I have a complete blueprint that's gonna walk you through how you can build muscle the most efficiently and the safest way possible. I hope you join me next time.